Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. You are listening to Positive Mindset for Entrepreneurs, where we show you how to break through limiting beliefs and make more money, grow your business faster. My name is Dana Wilde, and I am your host. And I'm uber excited to chat with you today. If you're new to the Train Your Brain Sandbox, or if you would like to learn more and start building your business the feel good way, make sure to drop a comment and say, I'm in, and we will get you the link so that you can sign up for our free newsletter. It's like getting a jolt of happy in the morning. And did I mention it's free? That's my favorite price. So today, as I mentioned, we are going to talk about how to overcome procrastination. And this topic came up because somebody wrote in, and here was the question. And by the way, if you would like to see your question on the show anonymously, just put Ask Dana in the comments, and we will go ahead and get you a link so that you can submit your question. It's 100% anonymous. And before I forget, okay, this is super important. If you can hear my voice right now, please subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. Hit that button. We got to get some juice going on YouTube, and I'm counting on you. All right. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. So the question that came in from our listener was, how do we flip procrastination to perfect timing and wise intentional action? Terrific question, right? Now, if you are brand new to the message that we have here, I want to describe what intentional action is, because knowing what intentional action is will help a lot. It's a term we use in the Train Your Brain Sandbox, and intentional action is the action you take after you've moved yourself to an emotionally positive place. So if you're feeling crappy, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling depressed, don't take action in your business, because you're going to get crappy results. If you are feeling good, when you are feeling good, when you're juiced up, when you're ready to go, when you're really all excited about your business, that's the time to take action. Intentional action. Feel good first, then take action. That's the key to it. Okay. So this is a great question, because I want every person in this sandbox, ideally, to only be acting in your business when you're feeling really fired up and really excited. And so that's why I want to talk about this terminology of procrastination. I mean, many of us, we hear that word and you can just hear like, oh, procrastination, or why am I procrastinating? Or it's taking me so long to do this, or I never get around to doing this. And we have a phrase. If you've been around for 5 minutes, you've heard me say it more than once. And that is, the problem is not the problem. The problem is that I keep thinking and talking about the problem. So procrastination isn't a bad thing, right? It's not. I like to think of it as procrastination is lining up the energy. You're taking your time. I like to call it simmering. You're taking your time to simmer, to think about things, to line up the energy, to act when you're in that feel good place, taking intentional action. The issue here is that you are talking about procrastination as though it's a blocker in your business. You're talking about procrastination as though it's a bad thing. So the problem is not the problem. The problem is that you keep thinking and talking about the problem. So it's the way that you're talking about things. And for those of you who don't have the issue of procrastination, you can fill in the blank with anything here. You can think about, like, do I have a negative story about being not techie, or about being disorganized, or about being ADHD, right? Shiny object syndrome. How many times have we heard that in the entrepreneurial world? So what negative message am I telling? And if you're not sure of the negative message you're telling, then do this. Answer this question. My business would be building faster if it weren't for, and whatever that fill in the blank is, that's the thing you're telling the story about. My business would be building faster if it weren't that I had 5 kids, or if my partner were more supportive, or if I was more organized, or if I had a VA, or if I had a following. Like, all of the things that you're thinking about why your business isn't growing, that's the thing you can fill in the blank, just like procrastination is here. Today, we're going to talk about procrastination, but you can mull that over as we do it. So the story that you're telling now sounds like, I'm procrastinating. I don't get anything done. Why does it take me so long to do things? I'm not getting anything done. So that's why my business isn't growing. I'm never going to be able to make money if I keep telling this story. Why do I keep procrastinating? I want to build my business. Why is it taking me so long to do it? And on and on and on and on. So the first thing you could do is you could say to yourself, is this supporting my business? Right? Is saying this story, is saying this phrase over and over again, helping me to build my business? Is that the story I want the reticular activating system part of my brain to match? For those of you that remember, the RAS, the reticular activating system, is like a little matchmaker that sits in your head listening to you all day and supporting you 100%. It's matching up everything that you're saying. And so if you're saying things like, I'm not building because of procrastination. This isn't working. I'm not going to be successful. I wish I wasn't a procrastinator. I mean, I can't even say that 3 times or 4 times without just starting to feel so down. And like, I don't want to take any action at all. It just weighs you down. When you tell a story like that, you can feel it in your whole body. So choice number 1 is to start talking about your procrastination in a more positive way. And you can embrace that trait. Most of the world is out there telling you, you have to be different. You have to change. You're never going to be successful if you're disorganized, or if you're an introvert, or if you are, shiny object syndrome person, or if you are not techie, or all those things. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to change a thing about yourself. You have everything you need to be successful now, right now, without changing anything. What matters is how we talk about the traits that we have, how we talk about the situations that we have, how we think about these situations. So with procrastination, if you started today just saying to yourself, okay, Dana's right. Sorry, that just cracks me up every time. Maybe the whole world should just be saying more and more often, Dana's right. Dana's right. I can feel how this story is bringing me down, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to start embracing my procrastination. I want to start feeling better about this trait that I have, because it's true that when something needs to get done, I do just get it done. I think about something for a long time, and then the deadline comes, and then blap, it's done. So maybe that's my system. Maybe I can embrace that. Maybe I can realize that maybe what she's saying is true, and I'm simmering and I'm letting the energy build, and I'm allowing the energy to build, and I'm allowing the energy to get to a point where I will know the point to take action. And the good thing about me is when that energy is aligned, bam, I take action so quickly. It gets done right. It gets done in a fun way. And I don't have to sit and drag the task out day after day, week after week, year after year, because I do most of it in my mind. And some people call it procrastinating. I call it simmering, creating with my thoughts, creating with my mind. Think of what a nicer story that is. Think of how much that benefits you to tell that story, that I'm creating in my mind. I'm letting things simmer, and then stuff gets done quickly. How fun, how much nicer. So, and by the way, if you're with me on that, please give a oh yeah in the comments. I would love to see that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. All right. Now, for those of you who say, look at Dana, that's nice. It's really, nice that I could embrace my procrastination. But the reality is, I don't want to embrace my procrastination. I want to get stuff done. I want to be where I'm actually, quote unquote, working, taking action more often. So the good news is, when you feel that way, no matter what you want, you can have, when you choose the supportive mindset script, the thoughts that you think because those thoughts that you think generate your emotions, they generate your decisions, they generate your opportunities that you see, they generate your outcomes, they generate your feeling like taking action, whatever it is. So anything you want, if you talk about it in a different way, you will generate a different emotion, you will get a different reaction. So for example, let's say you want to not be a procrastinator at all, and you want to just take more action. So the thing to do is, instead of telling that story, oh, I'm a procrastinator and I don't know what's wrong with me and it's taking so long. Nobody can take action from that place. Like, do you feel like taking action when you hear me say those phrases? Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No, it's impossible to just force yourself to do stuff, and you don't get good results when you do it. But if you started saying things like, I used to be a procrastinator for a long time, but now I'm feeling something shifting. But now I'm starting to feel something shifting. You, even just that little phrase, if you start saying that for 1, 2, 3 days, what you're going to see is your reticular activating system is going to kick in after 3 days, and you're going to start feeling like taking action. The but word is a really powerful word. We call it a transitory statement in the Train Your Brain Sandbox. And what you do is, everything that you say before the word but, your brain doesn't hear. It only hears after. So, I used to procrastinate, or sometimes I still procrastinate, but now I'm feeling something shifting. Now I take action quicker. Now I notice I'm taking more action. All right, that's a little baby step. The next thing is, if you want to get yourself fired up to do something, anything, let's say you have something that has a deadline, like you have got a blog post that you've agreed to post once a week, and your community is expecting it, they know it, or a podcast or YouTube Live or whatever it is, and they're expecting it. Now you can go into that creation with negative energy and with a feeling like, oh, I got to do this, they're expecting it. Or you can go get yourself fired up to do it so that you're taking intentional action and feeling good in a matter of 1 to 3 minutes. If you start saying things to yourself, and I don't care what the thing is, let's use something that, I had somebody write in not so long ago. They wanted to clean their house. And they said, oh, I just hate cleaning my house. I just hate it and I can't do it. And so I thought, it's just that way you're talking about it. If you know that you want to do it every week and you want to do it, start telling a new story. Start saying things like, I love the feeling of a clean house. I love the idea that I have this time all to myself. And when that vacuum is running, nobody can talk to me. And I've got total peace and quiet, and I can do my stories and do my mantra, right? So same thing here. If you've got something you've promised, whether it's a blog post or whether it's a podcast or whether it's something you have to do and you feel like you're procrastinating on it, start getting yourself fired up about it. Start saying, you know what? I'm feeling the energy building around this thing and I'm getting excited to work on it. And I love the idea of creating, and I'm at my best when I'm in that creative mode. And I love using my natural gifts. And it's so fun to come up with something new and to share nuggets with my audience. And I love the process of putting my hands in the clay. And I'm getting so excited about doing this new piece of content. And I can't wait to start working on it. It feels so good because I've got so many ideas, and it'll feel good just to get them down and start sorting through them. I know my audience is going to love it. I can't wait to start. I'm so excited to start. It's going to be so fun to start. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get that thing done. It's going to feel so good to get that thing done. Oh, I can't wait to start. I've got so many ideas. Let's get this done. I mean, even with that, what was that, 30 seconds? Some of you are feeling like, Dana, stop talking. I want to go start getting my thing done, because you shift the energy. You shift the energy when you think about it. It's funny because brain training is not rocket science. We're based in the brain. So some people think like, oh, this is going to be either too complicated or too woo-woo, but it's so ridiculously simple. If you want to shift the energy, you must talk about something as though it's already happening. And if you are about to start your day, no matter what task you're doing for your day, if you start with just by saying, oh, it's going to be a great day. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start. I'm going to be so productive. I'm going to get this thing done. It's going to feel so good. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start. I mean, even saying I can't wait to start 50 times, you're going to be sitting down and doing that thing. So The short version is you get to choose. You get to have your business your way. You are a procrastinator or not techie or disorganized. You can stay that way and be wildly successful. Just talk about it differently. Talk about it differently. If you are saying, no, this is a trait I really want to change, then talk about it differently. Talk about it as though it's already changed. Get that energy moving, get yourself fired up, and get it done. The key thing to know is that whatever you choose, you can have your business your way. Isn't that great to know? You don't have to change a thing. You're perfect just like you are. You can build your business exactly as you are and get fantastic results. That's how we do it the Train Your Brain way. You make money by being happy and you get paid to be you. And without a doubt, you've totally got this.